Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is great sudden change defense right now. Of course, this drive started with their backs against the wall. They've now forced 2 straight incompletions. If they can make one more big play here and avoid giving up a touchdown.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too.
Turning it on! Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Scanning the field, it's King. He lobs one high down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
They'll try to run for it.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Right back to the well. Plows through the defense. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one.
Military stun! Military stun!
Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Toss to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To throw, it's King. Works the middle of the field. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now the play fake. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. They get to him as he throws.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable.
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Looking to throw, it's King. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Ball State is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 22 to UMass. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Dropping back, it's King. Caught in the backfield, it's Braswell. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds a man by himself. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Phillips. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, the tight end's got to do a better job getting his depth on the route. He's running out to the perimeter of the field, but he's got to get further downfield. He caught that pass behind the line of scrimmage, got tackled, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Cooler.
Off play action. Under fire. And wings it incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wants to throw it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Making side adjustments here. Clark wants to throw. The quick out. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Power football with the run. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward. And this was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
And first down for the offense.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.